Alright, this is my bridge setup, and I'm doing this based on kind of a system that Tom Dunlap showed me once. And I've gone to an adjustable bridge, and the way that I've done that is I've used a CT roll-and lock, and I've zip tied it to the paw, the rigging plate that's part of my harness. It's securely attached with zip ties. It's not part of the life support because I have a stopper knot on the end of the bridge. So it's really not life support, but it makes it really easy to adjust. And what I really like is when I'm making a straight ascent, you don't want that bridge moving. And there's other times when you just don't want your bridge to be moving. And so you can tighten that all the way up, and you have a lot more stability. Then when you get to a tie-in point or an anchor, it's just easy to open that up, and now you get full movement off of your bridge for moving around. So I really like that. There's some other reasons to have the bridge go long, and I'll show you that in a second. But anyway, it's based on this CT roll-and lock. It's just easy to zip tie into the paw. And the way that it zip ties into this paw, it's centered onto the paw, so I still have the bottom hole and this top hole. If I want to attach my lanyard to that hole and use it as a secondary climbing system or positioning, it's easy to attach in either one of those. Those are still open and available for me to use. And that roll-and lock doesn't get in the way of anything, and it's really nice and secure. Okay. So normally when you're ascending, you're tending your climbing device. Right now I have a bungee over my shoulder that's encapsulated in this plastic tubing. Goes all the way over my back and attaches to the back of my saddle. I have a small prusik on here so that I can slide it up and down and adjust it on whatever part of the bungee I want, depending on what I have in front of me here. Then the other part can go down to a self-advancing knee ascender if I choose to use it that way. But at any rate, the adjustable saddle or the adjustable bridge makes it really nice because you can bring that all the way down and have that self-tend while you're going up the road. Normally you're making an ascent. I'll have the bridge snugged all the way up, and you've got your tending device as you go up the rope. Sometimes when you get to your tie-in point, or you're working, or you want to make just a short ascent, rather than having to reattach that tending device in the lanyard, it's really nice just to be able to pull some length in your bridge, and now you can use your ascending device just like a hand ascender. Of course, making sure that you don't have any flop, any movement on the connections between your carabiner and your climbing device. So with this slack now, I can climb the rope just like that was a hand ascender. Okay, with the 3-hole swivel pulley, it's really pretty cool because you get like the ultimate positioning. I can have the tail of my climbing line is a super long lanyard or secondary climbing system or an M system, double crotch. I still have this set up over here for my SRT ascent, or I can let this out and go wherever I want in the tree. And I still have these other holes in the paw of the rigging plate of my harness for positioning in that direction as well. And of course, another great advantage of being able to lengthen your bridge is when you are coming back from a limb walk, or you're just making a short ascent, and you want a different position. Pull yourself up. This is one other cool thing you can do with this setup is sometimes if you're climbing a really tall tree and there's some deadwood up there and you're not sure if it's going to be coming down to meet you, you hope not, but what can happen is the deadwood hangs on your climbing line, comes sliding down your climbing line, hits you and the top of your ascender and takes you both down for a ride. So what I've done a few times is I'll back this up with a chest ascender, and I can put that chest ascender on the tail of that the bridge, the tail of the lengthened bridge that I have. I can put a chest ascender. Now, of course, you have to tend both of these things. You can do that with a chest harness or however you do that. But then you have a chest ascender here that won't be affected by deadwood coming down the rope. So you have a double tie-in for security purposes.